Okay, is what the fuck is up with McCain? Okay, I've already got my problems with Obama bin Laden. All right, just because on 9/11 we were attacked by fucking Muslims. All right, well, we were supposedly attacked by Muslims, but we all know that there were Muslims involved with the attacks on 9/11. So the American people have been duped into voting for this Obama bin Laden, and you know, I can't argue that one. I mean, I've got video of him saying that being criticized for his Muslim faith. McCain hasn't attacked my Muslim faith, and he kept it that way until George Stephanopoulos, the man who was interviewing, corrected him and said, "Well, don't you mean your Christian faith?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, well that's what I mean." But anyways, outside of him, my pick today is Senator McCain. Okay, recently Senator McCain was doing an interview, and he did this whole fucking I aspire to be, if I were a dictator, and I aspire to be one thing. And that's got me kind of confused, because now in this presidential election, what the media is showing us is that we've got two candidates, only two candidates. And trust me, there are far, far more. Wait a minute, is that right? Far, far more? No, there are a lot more candidates than just these two, okay? And I think that in 2009, we are truly voting for the lesser of two evils. I mean, we're talking evil. Muslim people want to convert, kill or convert, bam, we got Obama bin Laden. We got McCain, dictator, wants to be a dictator, admits it. I'm going to show you that clip here in a second. Okay, so that one's got me kind of confused. So the only two that you are being offered, you, the people, the sheeple out there, are being offered is a fucking Muslim, and Muslims attacked us on 9/11, or a dictator, which we all remember, Mussolini, fucking Stalin, and Hitler, and fucking everything. Okay, so here's the clip. Let me know what you think of it. It's going to take me a second, but you know, it's kind of ridiculous. I can't believe I heard this. And, you know, and well, maybe I do believe it, because Bush said the same fucking thing. All right, so hold on. Here's McCain in his "I aspire to be a dictator" quote. If I can get to it here. Let's go to my desktop so you guys can see this. Alright. And I'm going to show you the McCain. But I'm hoping you can hear this.
We give some speeches, and it's just, I just want to make a comment about the obvious issue, and that is the failure of Congress to act yesterday. And you know, it's just not acceptable. We have people who are trying to buy a car that can't get a loan. We have small businesses who are dependent on a line of credit. They're seeing that cut off. I mean, this is just a not acceptable situation. I'm not saying this is the perfect answer. If I were dictator, which I always aspire to be, I would write it very different.
And I'm going to play that back here just so you can hear it again.
I would have situation. I'm not saying this is the perfect answer. If I were dictator, which I always aspire to be, this is the perfect answer. If I were dictator, which I always aspire to be, I would write it. This is the perfect answer. If I were dictator, which I always aspire to be, I would write it very different, a little bit differently. I would have increased the FDIC insured deposits and done some other things, but we can't just do nothing. And the thing that's very doubly disturbing about it, it's so symptomatic of why we are so gridlocked and why.
Okay, what's got me is that people are buying this, and how come this is not being shown all across the major networks? I'll tell you why it's not. Because the power brokers that be, and and I believe that there are two ideologies, that are trying to control the world, trying to run the world, basically. And they're two vying for power. They're not Democrats or Republicans. It's democracy and fascism. And fascism, which we all know, Hitler was a fascist, and then you got democracy, and one believes in obtaining global power by tricking the people into believing that there are democracy, and by deception. And then you have fascism, which believes in doing it by military might. And I think that what we have here, is just, once again, is the choice between the lesser of two evils, two real evils, in my opinion. So, and just to be fair, I'm gonna bring up the Obama clip of him slipping up, I guess we'll call it, with his Muslim faith. And it's going to take me a little longer to find this one. It's buried in my link somewhere. You know what? Let's just go to this. We got a little patience here. Alex Jones, David Gergen. Anyways, while you got me looking stupid looking for this, I'll just type it in. But I'm only playing this just to be fair, because I don't want to think I'm lying about this whole Obama bin Laden McCain attacking my Muslim faith thing. And he truly did say it, and McCain actually did say that. So it just got me flabbergasted. Whatever. That these are the only two choices that the American people, are being offered as choices for president. So, Obama. Muslim. Yeah, this is with an interview with George Stephanopoulos. That's who this one is. And let's go ahead and play that, and then.
You mentioned the Christian faith. Yesterday you took off after the Republicans for suggesting that Muslim connection.
All right, let's get into this, and I'm going to go ahead and play that right now.
Just a few minutes ago, Rick Davis, the county campaign manager, said they've never done that. This is a false and cynical attempt to play victim.
You know what? I mean, these guys love to throw a rock and hide their hand.
The McCain campaign has never suggested you have Muslim connections.
No. But I don't think that when you look at what is being promulgated on Fox News, let's say, and Republican commentators who are closely allied to these folks.
But John McCain said that's wrong.
No, well, look, listen. You and I both know that the minute that Governor Palin was forced to talk about her daughter, I immediately said, that's off limits.
And John McCain said the same thing about questioning your faith.
And what was the first thing the McCain campaign went out and did? They said, look, these liberal blogs that support Obama are out there attacking Governor Palin. Let's not play games. What I was suggesting, you're absolutely right that John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith, and you're absolutely right that John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith. You're absolutely right that John McCain has not talked about my Muslim faith, and you're absolutely right that has not
Christian
come
faith.
My Christian faith. And well, what I'm saying is he hasn't suggested that I'm a Muslim, and I think that his
All right, well, there you have it.
upper echelons have not either.
There you have it. We have McCain saying that he aspires to be a dictator and he wishes he was one, and you have Obama referring to his Muslim faith, and he needed to be corrected that, oh yeah, that's right, it's your Christian faith. I'm sorry, I'm a Christian, I know I'm a Christian, I am never going to confuse myself in any speech, any conversation that I've ever had. Oh yeah, my Muslim faith, no, I'm not going to do it, it's just not going to happen. If I'm a Christian, I'm solid on it. There ain't nothing going to make me slip up, but Obama apparently did.